All right, guys. Version 2 of the Albatross. We got the whole designs all printed up here. It's taken a while. All these smaller sections took about 14 to 15 hours, with the two rear sections taking about 21 hours each because of the shelving and the propeller shaft and all that good stuff. Dimensions. The entire vessel is about 6 to 8 inches longer than the previous one, but because the spacing is less between the two, it's a much more narrow design. Just seemed appropriate. I still think it's wide enough to not really worry about tipping over in waves, but we'll kind of have to see how that works out as we go forward. Yeah. Also, the nose end of it's much more angular. If you guys refer to the original design of the Albatross, um, it was much more triangular and blunt in the front. Blunt, triangular vertically and just blunt. And that's just more of a matter of me learning more on with the CAD designing on shape. It's all home taught, so have no formal training in it. So I'm learning as I go, guys. I've also gotten a little bit better with the trimming layer. I was able to actually build it on. I built this on Onshape, as you guys seen in the previous short video I released. That it was all built as one piece in Onshape, and then printed into separate pieces. With the previous Albatross, no, I built them all on separate files, and just measuring. So it took a little playing there. All right, and then again, the rear end has that inclination around where the propeller comes out. Hopefully, we're going to prevent some of that ventilation we were having, or cavitation ventilation. I'm not sure exactly which one. Hopefully, that can help mediate that. All right, moving our way here. Our rudders are going to be directly positioned right after because you can see the rudder hinges there, right after the propeller, hopefully helping with some steering, because we can kind of thrust forward and steer and direct that water flow. Previously, the rudders were just running down the sides and kind of needed water flowing past them and the entire thing moving in order to steer. But yeah, looking down in here, we have a bulkhead running up about a third of the way, this initial one, with its own bilge pump. So if we do have any water intrusion through that propeller shaft, hopefully we can just pump that right out through that hole there. There will be a little nipple, as you can see on this end there. Moving forward, new motor mount setup, guys. The previous design was not removable, was kind of a pain in the butt. This one's adjustable and removable, so hopefully that works out well. I'm a bit worried about heat transferring through the aluminum mount and then into the PLA. We're just gonna and then possibly like warping or melting it or something, but we're just gonna have to cross that bridge when we get there. It will have a cooling fan as well, which is not installed, and hopefully that can kind of mitigate too much warming going on down there. Also, same 120 amp Hobbywing Quick Run ESCs. And then now, instead of having one 12-volt system running all the cooling fans and the bilge pumps, will have independent 12-volt systems. Haven't decided where I'm going to wire them together so they can both power, or just have them completely split independent. We'll figure that part out as we go forward. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. There's a little craziness going on with all the JB Weld here. I still got to sand this guy down and paint the hole. I'm going to remove all the electronics for that, especially right here. We got quite some craziness going on. I had some issues while printing this portion here. Kind of misprinted in that area, and I decided just to go ahead and use it still and fix it later with some sanding and some elbow grease. So I'm going to get these holes painted up. I'm thinking red, like a really bright red. Last time we used bright orange. Thinking bright red might do the job, guys. You let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so maybe about another week or so, guys. I'll have the V2 Albatross mostly put together, probably without the navigation or the autopilot in there just yet. But we'll get it in some water, do some trial runs, make sure she floats and doesn't take on too much water, and then it's only forward from there. So I look forward to posting some more videos about this guy, and then maybe variant 3, I'll start getting on the printer and get the holes put up, in another month or two once I kind of validate all the electronics and systems I have on the Variant 2. And time probably to say goodbye to old V1 there. It served me well.